After the balance changes come into effect, I believe Super Hogs are going to be really strong, but not with the life gem. Today I'm going to show you two different Super Hog armies and kind of prove to you that whilst the life gem buff is very useful, I don't think you're going to use the life gem for the best Super Hog army. So the first one here, we're going to start off with the Royal Champion. We're going to set a funnel with her. By the way, have a look at this pathing here. She targets the single Inferno and then targets the Mortar. What on earth? The Royal Champion is scared of walls even though she can jump them. It's a genuine thing, by the way. I don't understand why it's in the AI. As you can see in this attack, coming in with the life gem. Now, this is in the normal version of the game, so obviously the balance changes haven't come into effect yet, but I think I'm going to demonstrate my point very well in this video vis-a-vis the Fireball versus the life gem, because if you come in with the Fireball, use the Rage gem as well. Set a funnel with that, no Eternal Tome or life gem, and I think the Fireball's better than the life gem. So have a look. We use the Royal Champion. Now, at the start, I could have used an Electro Boots charge. Like, that is possible, but it is going to be much harder post-balance changes with the nerf to the Invis spell. So I decided to come in with the simpler approach, something that all of you can do, and that is coming in with the Rocket Spear instead, and then into a Hero Dive. But you can see, the Rocket Spear just does not get that much value at all, and I barely get the Town Hall down here. The Valks out of the CC get nothing. They get completely wrecked, and now I've got to spam into the core of the base here with a lot of Super Hogs. So I do have 14 of them in this army. Now, we do have the life gem, so they are tanky, and I've got one heal spell. So the Super Hogs go across here. Unfortunately, the base is set up really annoyingly, such that the Hogs all path in the same direction, but thankfully the normal Hogs in this army force the Super Hogs back into the center. So we use the heal spell here, and as you can see, they are still reasonably tanky, but look at how much of the base is left to go through. And that's because the even if I did an Electro Boots charge, whether it be that or the Rocket Spear opener at the start, never going to get anywhere near as much value as a Fireball. The Fireball's just unstoppable. It's unparalleled when it comes to setting a funnel. And look, we're going to come a little bit short on this attack here. Not the greatest attack by me, I'll admit. It wasn't a perfect approach, but it's not like I'm close either. And do you think 180 extra hit points with the life gem is going to make the difference here? It will make a difference, but will it make the difference? So now I'm coming in with the Fireball. It is a maxed Fireball. Keep in mind, post-update, if your Fireball is below level 24, then you are going to notice that the range isn't as much, but I have got it level 24 here. And now we're going to come in with the Electro Boots still, but with the Hog Puppet. We're not going to do an Electro Boots charge. Just the Fireball at the start is enough. And something I already like about the Warden charge compared to the Royal Champion at the start, A, you get more funnel, but B, it's so much more controlled when you come in with the healers. So I'm going to use one Rage spell here. I'm not even sure if I needed it. It was just to be completely safe. Warden steps up to the Expo here. Okay, I definitely needed the Rage spell. Then we're going to put down the 2 Quakes. I'm doing 2 Quakes to prove that, you know, if you don't have a high level Fireball, you can still get the value with that. Then the Queen comes in, and we're going to do a Hero Dive, but now with the Warden as well. Yet again, using the Siege Barracks to funnel. And you're going to see how much a difference it is when you can make a deep funnel with the Fireball versus a shallow funnel with the Royal Champion. Now, in this video, I'm not going to do a Queen Charge Twin Hog or a Queen Charge Super Hog attack, and there's one simple reason for that. Queen Charging's dead at Town Hall 17. Like, yeah, you can do it, but you shouldn't. There is really no reason you should ever do a Queen Charge. Warden Charging and Royal Champion Charging are both so much safer. It's just so hard to keep your Queen alive with the amount of damage on the base. The Town Hall is so aggressively anti-Queen Charge, and the Roasters are super annoying as well. So we've got this push in. Now we're going to send the Super Hogs on the top side, and they've got no Warden ability to protect them. None. And there's still a lot of base here, but let's see if we can get through it. So the Queen is still alive in the core of the base. That's an important thing here. You can get your heroes so much further through the center of the base, and the Super Hogs, what they're good at is not necessarily going through the core of the base. They're good at eliminating the outskirt defenses, and you'll notice the Super Hogs are going down quite quickly here. That's what happens when you don't have an Eternal Tome. But the Royal Champion isn't going down quickly, and she's still got her ability as well. And keep in mind, we're going to top up with 9 extra hogs from her ability too. And the Spirit Fox is super healthy. Obviously, when you do the Rocket Spear at the start, the Spirit Fox does lose a little bit of hit points. Now, unfortunately here, so many giant bombs are on the back end of the base, so all the hogs will eventually go down. But we've got so many super hogs on the right-hand side. The Queen survived the entire core of the base. Yes, she survived the core. Wasn't going to happen in the last hit. The Fireball is the best way to use the Super Hogs. Yet again, a second Fireball, because I did 4 hits. So I did 2 on my hooked account here with the Fireball Super Hog version, and then I did 2 on Misled Mushroom, my other account, with the Electro Boot, well, not the Electro, the Rocket Spear charge into a Sui, then into the Life Gem Hog Riders. And I've tripled both on this account and failed both on the other account. Now, admittedly, I'm a bit better with Fireball than I am with the Rocket Spear at the start, so that would have made a difference, but I just think this is much better. Now, obviously, the Life Gem is getting a buff, and it is a huge buff, and it's definitely a push in the right direction. I don't see the Life Gem being as useful as the Fireball. Now, if you don't have the Fireball, you're still going to be able to have success with the Life Gem. But this is what I kind of wanted to touch on. I don't like how Supercell are going about the Life Gem, because they're just buffing the equipment. They're not actually buffing the strategies you use with it, right? If you want people to use the Life Gem, make Lalo strong, make Miners strong, make Hogs strong, make Super Hogs strong. The Super Hogs are kind of strong, but not really at the moment. All of them are much weaker than Dragons, Electro Titans, Root Riders. The high HP troops are stronger, and that's not because the Life Gem is weak. That's just because of the way damage is at Town Hall 17. So if you want to make these attack strategies strong, if you want people to use the Life Gem, please buff Balloons, buff Hogs, buff Miners in particular. Miners are so weak at the moment. Buff the Super Miner. Like, that's how I would go about you getting more out of the Life Gem, because I reckon they can keep buffing the Life Gem. It's at 10,000, it'll be at 1,050 extra hit points post-update. I reckon they can make it 1,200. And people still wouldn't be using Hog Riders by default. Now, they would definitely be used a lot, and they'd be almost, well, not almost impossible to stop, but very hard to stop. But I still think people are gonna use Root Riders and Dragons because they're so reliable. Same with the Healing Tome. It is so reliable, whereas the Life Gem is nowhere near as reliable. So that's how I would go about getting those back in the game. But I mean, it's up to you guys as well. Let us know down in the comments below. What do you think of the changes due to the Life Gem? Do you think it's going to be used more? I really hope it is. I really hope, you know, Lalo Hog Hybrid comes back in the game. But I'm not confident.